I proceeded to file a complaint with the State Bar of California against these 5 attorneys from Omega Law Group. They took on my case, they signed it. Both parties agreed. I had the meetings on Zoom. I recorded those meetings, and in those meetings, they clearly laid out the plan. They knew when the statute of limitations ended. However, they decided to drop my case in the last minute. Now, it looks like, just looking at the history, they take on the very, very easy car accident injury cases where they cannot lose. But any case that'll challenge them a bit, as in my case, they got cold feet. Now, I was suing Starbucks for a slip and fall, broke my leg, my ligaments, my tibia. They said I had a great case. And again, they laid it out exactly how they would win it. But what they unfortunately did, which is extremely unprofessional, knowing the statute of limitations, they dropped me right before the deadline, which doesn't give me enough time to scramble and get the case in against Starbucks. So I now have 4 years to file a malpractice suit against Omega Law Group. I will be doing that for over $1 million. If I cannot get Starbucks to pay, I will get these 5 characters to pay. I've never lost a lawsuit in the last 22 years in the United States. I've had lawsuits that I filed in Europe, South Africa. I filed large cases against McDonald's, Uber, Lyft, and Time Warner. I won all of those. I do not intend to lose this case. Now, the options that you have here, you can turn, for example, like I did, to the State Bar of California. I've done that very successfully in the past. I had 2 lawyers disbarred. It's best you hire an attorney to write it up correctly, how they breached that professional conduct. In this case, it's not difficult to show and prove that this law firm, Omega Law Group, messed up. So they're very aggressive, reeling you in, baiting you in. You will see the prompt. It'll say, hey, how can I help you? I'm the founder, Robin Sagan. Well, you're not talking to the founder. That's just a bot. So it just starts off with a fake lie. And the more and more I look into them, they never returned emails, they never returned phone calls. And, you know, when the going gets tough, and then I make several calls and have to say, hey, listen, have you filed the case? We have 1 month left. Only then to hear from them, sorry, we are disengaging. That, unfortunately, I will not tolerate and accept. And you have options. So, again, go onto Google, look up how to file a state bar complaint against an attorney, whether you're in Colorado, whether you're in Florida, whether you're in California like I am. The forms are there, fill them out. If you want to spend a little bit of money, get an attorney to write it up. But I am holding these individuals accountable. They failed me. I hope and pray they never fail you. I cannot recommend them. That's my opinion. I can absolutely not recommend them because I have, a record with them since October. And like I said, they're very, very active in that first week, and then they go to sleep. They don't do anything. And then the last minute, they wake up and say, oops, we can't file your case. So hit me up if you have any questions. The link to the complaint form in California is right underneath the video. Use it if needed. And you have many ways to voice yourself. Go on Facebook, go on TikTok, go on YouTube, go on all these social media platforms and let the world know, for example, in my case, how a law firm called the Omega Law Group failed me. Thank you.